Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. So obviously we all know MSI has already been pretty crazy so far. Like, not only is it one of the 2 international tournaments for LOL esports for the year, so it's already going to be huge. It's already going to be insane. It's already going to be, a ton of just fanfare and everything surrounding it. But there's also been a ton of drama and controversy. Really, the most drama and controversy that we've seen in any modern League of Legends event, at least. I mean, I don't know necessarily about all the ones way into the past and everything like that. But today things are getting a little bit crazier. We have a new update just kind of adding to the madness and the insanity of 2022 MSI. So we'll be getting into that. But first, a word from today's sponsor, and this is Prize Picks. This is daily fantasy made easy. This is a very, very awesome and easy to use website and app that you can get in the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store today. You simply pick your favorite stars, choose your over-under, and watch your players win. And thankfully, of course, they offer LOL esports. They're going to be doing LCS, LEC. They did EU Masters, and they're doing MSI right now as well, where you can, simply pick the over-under on your favorite players participating at MSI. I mean, they do stuff like kills. They do stuff like assists. They put up a number, you have to pick over under, and then you can win prizes. It's really, really fun, and adds a little something extra to when you're just watching MSI anyway, like obviously we're all going to be doing. And today, if you use the first link in the description below to get signed up, they will match your first deposit up to $100 for new users. A really, really awesome deal. So thank you so much to Prize Picks for supporting me and my channel and my content. Hopefully you guys check them out and support them as well. With that being said, let's get right into this one. So this is really, really funny because I always have ideas and video ideas ready to go. I always have things that I'm talking about. And this is one that was on my radar that I was about to record for a video yesterday. Side note, I recorded a couple videos yesterday. They didn't have audio. They were all messed up. So that's how we're even getting to this video in the first place. But this was one of the ideas that I wanted to talk about, but I was almost, I was a little bit scared or worried or whatever the word is to talk about this because I didn't know if it was true. And I wasn't going to say that it was true, but I was at least putting the idea out there of, I said, hey, have we heard if RNG is playing on legit 35 ping since they're remote, or are they playing on the giga shit ping everyone else is playing on? Obviously not the most eloquent wording in the world, but I did say, honestly, I have no clue, but if they aren't on the same ping as everyone else, then, nervous face. And kind of interesting because obviously MSI is being played in Korea. RNG, they're over in China, and they're just playing remotely. They're playing with ping. They're playing with some natural ping. I know everyone's calling the ping that they're using in Korea like artificial ping or whatever, but we've heard at this point pretty much every single Western or English-speaking player come out and talk about how this is not actually 35 ping. It feels like ping with packet loss. It feels like 60, 70, 80, 90 ping, something like that, even though it might be displaying 35 ping on the screen. So people have been saying that it's horrible, that it feels awful, that they're not playing on 35 ping. But then obviously the Chinese teams, I don't know if they're playing on the artificial ping or not, or I don't know if they're playing on real legitimate ping. So if they're playing on legitimate 35 ping and all the other teams are playing on artificial 35 ping that's actually 60, 70, 80, this could potentially be a really, really big deal. But I hadn't necessarily up to this point heard anyone else talking about this. I hadn't heard, anyone come out and say whether or not they're playing on the real or the artificial ping. And I would assume they're just playing on the real ping because why would they need artificial ping if they're actually playing remotely? So this could potentially be a very, very big deal. I was definitely concerned about this, and it turns out that this was fairly reasonable to be concerned about. And today we got this update from Riot. They said, following extensive technical evaluation of the competitive and training environments during the first 3 days of the 2022 Midseason Invitational, we discovered following day 3 that there was a discrepancy in the latency being reported in game logs for all matches versus what was being experienced in the Busan venue. To address this issue, we're making a configuration change starting with today's competition in order to reduce the overall latency to their intended level. So Riot is acknowledging that all the pro players have been correct. I'm not surprised by that. I believe that these pro players who literally played this game for a living, play this game professionally, play this game at the highest level, play this game, that's the main thing they do in their life. Then I know they know what ping feels like, that they've obviously played on 35 ping before. They can feel lag. They're not idiots. And every pro has come out and said it from every different region. There's no bias. There's no excuses or anything going on here. But one thing I am very, very much so questioning about Riot is that even before the event, we were already hearing the pro players complain about this. Obviously, they've been scrimming on this artificial ping, and we have known even before the tournament started that this was an issue. So if you are at one of your 2 international events for the year, it's supposed to be the highest level of competition, you have, governing bodies in place and like institutions in place that are supposed to be maintaining competitive integrity. Why is it taking until 3 days into your event to be acknowledging, to be saying, or to be doing anything? Because they say that this happened after day 3, and then they're able to make the change a day or two later. Why did this not happen when all the teams were scrimming on your servers and on your artificial ping and stuff like that, even after numerous players and teams had come out publicly and said something? How is the tournament ever allowed to start with these issues going on? Why are those scrims not being used as a testing ground, not only for the players and teams? Hey, you guys need to scrim on this stuff to get ready for the tournament. You know, that's what was said. That's what was put out. Why are the Riot tests and the approvals and everything also not doing that? Because again, this is not something that just popped up on day 3. This is something that has been going on for all of MSI and the lead up to MSI as well. So this is just really unacceptable by Riot. Obviously now they're taking steps to remedy it. They're doing things better. They're hopefully going to fix things, and hopefully everything will be taken care of at the end of the day. And honestly, the only thing that kind of gets messed up is the first 3 days of stage 1 or the first 4 days of stage 1 or whatever. And it's really not that big of a deal. You know, all the other teams in Busan, yes, it's kind of annoying that they were having to play on worst ping, but both teams were having to play with this worst ping. So hopefully it didn't affect anything too much. But obviously, this was a big impact in the games where RNG was playing on 35 ping against other teams playing on like 70, 80, whatever ping. But the long-lasting impact that this is going to have is that teams have been scrimming on this terrible ping for the last couple weeks, and RNG hasn't. RNG has been scrimming on 35 ping. They've been playing on 35 ping, at least allegedly. You know, that's what it sounds like. And these other teams have been scrimming on much worse ping. And now, yes, their ping is going to get fixed, but now they're going to be playing on new ping than they have over the past couple weeks. Yes, it is an overall improvement, but this was one of the reasons why, the tournament wasn't being played on LAN ping in all the other games and then just 35 ping when you play RNG, because they said, oh, well, you don't want to scrim on 0 ping or 5 ping or 10 ping or whatever and then play RNG on 35. We want to keep things consistent. Well, now that's not happening. Now things aren't being consistent. Now what's been happening for the past couple of weeks is going to be different for the next couple of weeks for all the teams in the tournament except RNG. And it's nothing against RNG. You know, I see like Karen Moser, whatever. She had a tweet come out and be like, there's so many people against RNG right now. Everyone's unjustly talking shit about them, blah, blah, blah. That makes me want to root for them more. That makes me want them to win more. It's like, we're not talking shit about RNG. We're talking shit about Riot and them not holding up the competitive integrity in their event, them not holding themselves to a high enough standard, and them not doing good enough at the end of the day. You have 2 international tournaments here. You have 2 chances to get this right. And if you absolutely fumble the bag in one of them, which up to this point they have absolutely done, that is an absolute disaster. That deserves criticism. No one hates the LPL. No one hates RNG. No one hates China. You know, these statements that they're trying to make it out to be is not even what people are saying. People are saying, Riot, why are you not holding up the competitive integrity of this event? Why are you not maintaining it? Yes, you're trying to remedy it after the fact, after the tournament has already started, after these teams have already been scrimming on this terrible artificial ping for the past couple weeks, after players already telling you about this. Overall, it's just a massive disaster. It's just another asterisk being added to this event. It's another red flag on this event. It's another drama, another controversy at the end of the day. And it's just really, really disappointing. Yes, I'm glad they're fixing it. Yes, I'm glad it's under control. And yes, these changes are being made for the better. But really, in my eyes, and I think in a lot of the eyes of other people, this is going to be too little too late. And it's just been really, really annoying. Now, here's what they say their solution is going to be. Additionally, because this issue specifically affected teams playing from Busan, the matches involving RNG were held in unintended disparity and latency between competing teams. So yes, literally, RNG was playing on better ping than the teams they were playing against for their first 3 matches of MSI. That's crazy. That's insane that was allowed to happen. Crazy. I mean, that's like horrible. That is horrible. And again, that's not anti-RNG. That could have been any team. If Evil Geniuses was playing on better ping than the teams they're playing against, that deserves criticism. That is horrible. That is terrible. That's not me being anti-American or whatever, weird thing you're going to try and say. As a result, we have determined it is in the best interest of competitive integrity to replay all 3 of these matches. These replayed games will be finished with all of the group stage competition by Sunday, May 15th. The replacement games will be held beginning tomorrow. We apologize to our players, teams, and fans. We will continue to work with players to monitor the playing environments and our commitment to maintain the tournament's competitive integrity. Again, awesome, great. Glad they're going to be talking to players. Glad they're going to be talking to teams. Why did you not do so beforehand? That's not like some insane, crazy revelation, giga brain idea or something like that. That is literally the bare minimum, which you are now choosing to do. But coming into the tournament, you were doing even less than the bare minimum and absolutely did not hold up competitive integrity of the event. And now you risk, you don't even risk. You already have really impacted this event. Maybe you haven't ruined this event. Maybe it's still going to be fine. And at the end of the day, as long as, Korea or China ends up winning the whole thing, probably not too many people are going to care. And it's largely going to be forgotten. But, for the true fans and the people that are really, really serious and really into this stuff, they know how much this means. They know how big of a deal this is. And they know how just poorly handled this was by Riot in so many different avenues and so many different ways. And we're still in stage one. We still have a couple weeks of this tournament left. There is still much more time for stuff to get very, very crazy. In the meantime, this is the schedule we have. There's going to be 9 best of ones today. This is absolutely insane. This is going to be horrible. This is not a great viewing experience. These are, best of ones that people already weren't really excited to watch. RNG against IW, RNG against PSG, RNG against Red. Like, not the most exciting games in the world. And then it sucks for those teams, that I don't know, their games are 70 ping against each other and then 35 ping against RNG, and they're getting to redo some of their games and not redo some of the other games. Some teams are getting wins taken away. Some teams are getting losses taken away and having a chance to win. Some teams having wins taken away and having chances to lose. Like, this is not a perfect solution by any means. I mean, the perfect solution was not having this happen in the first place and having systems and checks and balances in place to not even get to this point. But now that we're here, just one more disaster added on top of this whole MSI 2022 debacle, fiasco, whatever word you want to use. But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate that so much. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this whole thing. Do you think this is a good response from Riot? Do you think they're doing enough? Or, I don't know, is this not enough for you? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. Consider checking out Prize Picks. First link in the description below. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.